So the reason I'm smugly congratulating myself for having made our Not Forgotten films is mainly because, cliched as it may be, because I'm now so aware of how fast, how childhood is just basically set on fast forward, and my son of almost 13 is there's barely the vestiges. He's barely the little 4-year-old Russell, the 8-year-old Russell, and I now know the 12-year-old Russell. Well, there's only a whisper, a shadow of that little boy in my now almost teenage son. To all intents and purposes, I've lost him. He's gone. Like every other mom and dad, like I've basically buried my children over and over again. There's just so little that's left of who they once were, and all you have these are your memories, which are so enriched when you can look at especially video of the kids, not just photographs. You then remember them in a way that's almost visceral. It's almost tangible again. And this is going to be something really special for me. It'll be, instead of the big shambles that I've got every year of iPhone photos and film and all the rest of it, and of the birthday parties when they were little, of someone screaming and snatching the ice cream and shoving the other one. Instead, this will be one of those treasured ones, the ones I now fixate on, when you've captured a moment in time, you've captured almost the essence of them. They've said something, it's a quiet pause when they've told you something about their little selves and their lives that I've treasured the most, that I do treasure the most, that when I'm rummaging through that shambolic archive of mine of photos and film, it's those ones that I latch onto and want to watch over and over again. And I know that this is a way to preserve memories, to preserve my son, my boy, at the moment in time that will soon just be in the past. And I just wish it had come along earlier, and I had something that I could have kept a proper 7-up record for myself of my watching my kids be able to grow up and fast forward in front of my eyes, how they have grown and changed to the young men that they'll someday become. And I'm just going to make the most of the time that's left to make sure that I have not lost them so completely, and that they aren't ever forgotten. So I'm also very grateful to have had the chance to make my own Not Forgotten film, mostly because I'm very vain and don't want my children to only remember me when I'm an old hag, but also because I think I may be interested in how my own perspective on life might change over the years. You'll one day look back on yourself years ago, and I think it will be interesting to see how you've changed as time's gone by and as the world changes. The other reason I've made my own Not Forgotten is because, truthfully, we never know how many tomorrows you have. It's a painful admission, but for most of us, but it is true. And if today is my last, if there are no more tomorrows for me, I'm grateful that I will have left something of me behind for my kids, something that a way for me to have passed on, like some sort of heirloom, like some kind of a legacy, I guess, of what your own life journey, my life journey, has taught me, what I'd like to pass on to them. And this is a way of doing that. It's a way of, speaking across time and, any distances, and capturing, your perspectives on things that really matter, the really big questions, the stuff that really counts in the end.